Chair Espinoza, it's 5:30. There are Commissioner Cade, Commissioner Signature, and Commissioner Antonio present. We do have a quorum.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd like to welcome you to the December 13, 2023 Springfield, City of Springfield License Commission meeting. We can start the meeting at 5:30. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for the Springfield License Commission meeting held on Thursday, November 30th, 2023. Did all commissioners have an opportunity to read the minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
Any corrections that need to be made or comments?
Was Cindy Sandano there at our last meeting?
Yes,
She was. All right. Why are we hearing it? Why did we have to continue it?
because she had to go to the, she was going to
Oh,
the
neighborhood
neighborhood council meeting, which was yesterday, I believe.
Okay.
Right,
Okay. Then
okay,
minutes are fine as far as I'm concerned.
okay. I make a motion to approve the minutes from the Springfield Board License Commission hearing held on Thursday, November 30th, 2023.
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Cade?
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton?
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio?
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. I would, I'd like to mention for the record, the Commissioner Ramirez is not able to join us today. Okay. Next item, a new petition. First is a petition for a change of manager for Springfield Hospitality LLC, DBA Marriott Hotel located at 2 Bolin Way, from Peter Marks to Mark Henshaw as manager of record. There. Mark, I see you're here. Anyone else with you?
No, just me.
Just you. Okay. Would you like to tell us what your experience is, or do you have any experience being the manager of record for a license establishment?
I have 30 years of hotel experience, although the first 15 or 20 I spent in select service, so there was no food service. I have spent the last 6 years both in Connecticut and now moving back into Massachusetts, where I did operate facilities with bars, catering facilities, etc. I am experienced. I am also a TIP certified operator as well.
Assistant manager.
How many hours would you say you're going to be present? Well, first of all, yeah, how many hours will you think you're going to be there?
Typically, I would be here anywhere between 45 and 60 hours a week.
7 days a week.
Okay. Do you know how many other people will be serving?
Yes, in our food and beverage areas, we have approximately 35 total associates. I do have 3 management leaders in that area as well. And all of our staff is TIP certified as well as the managers. And
Okay.
all are experienced as well.
Okay, great. And you live where?
I live in Long Meadow.
I'm sorry?
Long Meadow, Mass.
Long Meadow? Okay. Okay. Any other questions from the commissioners? No? Okay, so this should be an easy one, being that you have so much experience, you know, TIP certification, you do know that anything that happens, you know, you will be responsible for, whether you are there or not.
Right.
So on and so forth. Okay, and you do accept that responsibility?
Yes.
Okay. Then with that being said, I make a motion to approve the petition for change of manager for Springfield Hospitality LLC, DBA Marriott Hotel located at 2 Bolin Way, from Peter Marks to Mark Henshaw as manager of record.
Second.
Commissioner Cade?
Yes.
Commissioner Signator?
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio?
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Good luck.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
You
Okay,
too.
thank you. Second item on the agenda is a petition for sorry. Is a petition for a change of hours from 11:30 p.m. closing to 2 a.m. closing for Mesa Buffet LLC, DBA Mesa Buffet, located at 1301 Liberty Street. Candy Cedeno, manager of record.
Yes,
Hi,
hi, how are you?
Candy.
How are you
Good.
guys?
How are you?
Good.
So you did go to the council meeting yesterday, the neighborhood council? It was
Yes.
yesterday, right?
I went last week.
Last week? Okay.
Yeah.
So we did receive a letter. Did all commissioners receive the letter?
Yes.
Neighborhood council? Okay. So we did receive a letter from the council.
Mhm.
And it says the board of the Hungry Hill Neighborhood Council has met with Candy Cedeno of Mesa Buffet regarding their request for an extension of hours of operations from 11:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. After the presentation, Ms. Cedeno, the request by Ms. Cedeno, the request was discussed and questioned, and concerns from the board were addressed by Ms. Cedeno. Ms. Cedeno also provided information on security and has agreed to meet with the neighborhood council in the event there is any issues that become apparent to the council. As a result, the board supports the request for an extension of their hours. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Catherine Mossy.
Right.
Okay, so I'd like to ask you, Ms. Cedeno, what is your security plan?
So we were thinking, because Wing Madness also has a 2 a.m. liquor license, we want to come up with a plan where we can possibly have our patrons park further towards the right, so that we leave somewhat like of a space, although we already have a big space in between, but we don't want the crowd, like whenever people leave our establishment, to kind of like have any ways of like just getting into something that's not supposed to happen. So we were thinking kind of closing off certain areas for our customers to park. The second thing is I'm actually waiting for a call back now from I reached out to a couple of security companies so that we can have a bouncer on site, from the hours that we are open to 2 a.m.
Okay, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Just to have someone, you have to keep in mind, and we talked about this before, check IDs.
Yes.
Make sure that, everyone that's coming in and being served, that they're legal, because I know that
Yeah.
you are a restaurant. So you
Yeah.
have to make sure that in that transition that, no one who's underage stays
Yeah.
behind.
So for that reason, we are thinking, so we close our doors at 9 o'clock. So we're thinking on closing and reopening again, because we want to make sure that we don't have no customers that were there prior to that time. So that, like everybody else that comes in, we're checking IDs as the night progresses. So we are going to close for like about an hour, just to make sure that everybody's out. Then once you set up for like the nighttime, then, we have somebody on site checking IDs, for every customer that comes in.
Okay, good. Any questions from the commissioners?
Yes, I have a question, Madam Chair. Since the parking facility is a public space, how are you going to enforce basically where people park? I know you indicated there's a bouncer, but is he working between inside and outside as well? And how are you going to manage that piece?
So the whole parking situation, that's just something that I can't really guarantee, because like you said, it's a public parking, so I cannot force anyone to park in a certain area. So what we're thinking is I reached out to our landlord so that we can kind of possibly like kind of just block it off, or just put like a sign that says Mesa Buffet parking, so that they can try to park more on our side, because like I said, there is a big gap between us and Wing Madness. So they're more towards like the left side of the plaza, and we're, you know, like towards the other side. So we do have that big gap in between, but we wanted to just kind of like have our customers just park more towards that side. So there's really no guaranteed that they're gonna listen to me, because like you said, it's public. All we can really do is like, we can assign someone outside, one of our staff members, or we can just, you know, just kind of put like signs saying Mesa Buffet parking.
Okay, can I just offer a recommendation?
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
you can have a conversation with Wing Magnets, and maybe what they can do is try to, you know, offer some kind of resolution, or perhaps indicate that to their patrons that hey, our parking is on this side, you know, if you don't mind, or just have a conversation.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. I'm definitely open to that.
Number
All right.
with key card private.
Any other questions?
So, Candy, you're going to close for an hour and then make sure so that everyone underage is out and then
Yes.
reopen. You're still going to be serving food though, right?
Yeah, so we have
Right.
so we're switching our menu from a buffet menu to a la carte menu. So we are gonna have like, you know, just different platters. It's just not gonna be buffet style, but we will be having food available all night.
All right. That's interesting concept. Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, Candy, at what time will you be closing down?
So we're thinking by like 11:30 have I'm sorry, 1:30, just have everybody already start exiting. I did tell my sister that I wanted to talk to to Desmond, the owner of Wig Madness, to see what time he closes down, so that we can try to like play around with the time where if one closes at a certain time, we don't both close at the exact same time.
Let me rephrase. I'm sorry. What time were you closing down to kind of regroup to get all the underage folks out?
Okay. So
I'm
9
sorry. I didn't make that clear.
o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
But that is a good idea, Candy, for you to reach out and see how you can, you know, work together, you know, and try to avoid any
Yeah.
confrontations or anything like that. You never know. And that is a very big parking lot also.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
okay. Any other questions? No. Okay. Then I make a motion to approve the petition for a change of hours from 11:30 p.m. closing to 2 a.m. closing for Mesa Buffet LLC, DBA Mesa Buffet located at 1301 Liberty Street, Candy Cedeno, manager of record.
Second.
Yes.
Commissioner Kay,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, Candy, good luck.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Good luck.
bye.
Thank you.
Next item is a petition for a change of manager for Ciro's Restaurant Group LLC, DBA Ciro's Restaurant located at 904-912 Main Street, from Jerry Glaser to Nicholas Bruno, manager of record. Someone here for Ciro's?
You're on mute, Nicholas.
Here.
How you doing, my friends?
There you go.
How are you?
Excellent, thank you.
Awesome. So you're going to be the new manager of record.
Yes, I have been here every single day. Unfortunately, my apologies. I am at the restaurant right now. I'm here 24/7, about 80 hours a week, if not more. I do have a little banquet time for some of the members of the Springfield Preservation Trust, so I had to be at the restaurant for this. My apologies for that.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about who Nicholas is and your experience as being a manager of record?
I do have my TipSafe certified manager. Everyone here is TipSafe as well. I've been doing almost every single thing here for about 2 years now, from 8 in the morning all the way till close every single day. I've been doing accounting all day long for the restaurant, this, that, bill paying, and making sure everything's up to date here and running smoothly.
Have you been the manager of record any other time?
No, I have not.
No.
Assistant
So-
manager, assistant manager on record, I believe.
System manager. Okay, because there is a difference between being, the manager or the assistant manager to being a manager of record.
Mhm.
So, being the manager of record means that you are completely responsible for
Absolutely.
what happens. If an underage person is served or someone is served too much, anything that happens, any disturbances inside the establishment, that all will fall on you. And
Absolutely.
you would have to come in front of this board. You would have to let us know exactly what happened during that time and why it happened. So you said you are tip certified.
Absolutely, the manager course.
Okay, and is everyone else tip certified as well?
Everybody is as well. Yep.
Okay, and you have those certifications on site, everyone's certifications?
Yep. I have mine right here.
Okay, so it's very important that you don't just have yours, but all of the employees who are tip certified, you should have those in a folder or somewhere, and they're readily available just in case someone comes in to do a spot check. You do have those available.
Absolutely.
Okay, you got to keep in mind that people are getting very creative with their licenses or ID. So you have to make sure that you are checking IDs and making sure that everyone that is being served is 21 and over.
Absolutely.
Okay, where do you live?
I live in Feeding Hills.
Fitting Hills, and you will obviously continue your 80 hours plus of work.
Oh, absolutely. I can't even leave here right now, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, you're gonna get burnt out at some point. You need a vacation. Are there any questions from the board members? No?
Nope.
No. Okay, any opposition? No. Okay, then I make a motion to approve the petition for change of manager for Ciro's Restaurant Group LLC, DBA Ciro's Restaurant located at 904, 912 Main Street, from Jerry Gleiser to Nicholas Bruno as manager of record. Is there a
Second.
second? Okay, Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Good luck.
Thank you, my friend.
Next item is a petition for a change of manager and change of officers director for East Springfield American Legion Post 420, DBA East Springfield American Legion Post 420, from Darrell W. Rollins to Donna Mainville. I think I saw Donna's name. Oh, Donna, there you are. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit, well, this is a manager, a change of manager and change of officers?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience as a manager of record?
I've been doing it since February, since passed away. I've been here 7 days a week, doing all the business part of it and taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of. And I was voted in by the House Committee.
Okay, and you are tip certified?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and how many people will be serving alcohol?
Four others.
And they're also tip certified?
Yes,
And
they
you're,
are.
okay, you're keeping up with those certifications, making sure, I believe they expire every 2 years or something like that.
Every 3, yes.
Every 3, okay. And you do have them readily available?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Attorney Poe, in terms of the change of officers and directors.
So go ahead, Peter.
It's me.
Oh, I thought someone was talking. Sorry about that. What was your question, Chair?
No, I was gonna say, how do we address the change of officers and director for for the American Legion?
The officers have been changed and it's been voted on by the American Legion, correct?
Okay.
That stuff has been submitted to the License Commission as well. So this is just a change of managers. I
Right.
think that's the only thing that's in front of the board today.
Okay,
Excuse me.
Come on in.
yes,
I'm here. I'm the financial officer clerk, and I'm the one that submitted all the paperwork. But the change of directors was submitted by me, and they were voted in by the membership, and some of them passed. You know, we're a veterans club, and they're all older, so. Anyways, if there's any questions on the change of directors, I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. My name's Walter Rowan.
okay, Mr. Rowland, I was just making sure that it was already done and taken care of.
Well, we're
And
approving
thank
that
you so
now.
much.
I believe we're approving that now. So you along with the change of manager, you submitted a change of directors.
Yes, we did.
Okay, and that's because some of your members passed away and you've replaced them with new members. Is that right?
Or they got sick, retired.
Okay, all right. So
So
these are like directors, like board of directors of the,
Yeah, we call them house committee, but they are considered the board of directors. And when I went through the applications and I stopped down the license commission prior to make sure everything got done right. And right on the application, if you're going to change the directors and the change of manager, because the directors had a vote in the change of managers, which they did. There's an entity vote certificate in there, signed by the commander, president, and that was all done. And it said he had to do them both at once.
right? Okay.
Okay,
More questions?
So that's what we're approving, Chair Espinoza.
thank you. Any other questions?
No.
No. Okay, then I make a motion to approve the petition for a change of manager and change of officers, directors for East Springfield American Legion Post 420, DBA East Springfield American Legion Post 420 from Daryl Rollins to Donna Mainville.
Second,
Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Santor,
yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Next item is a petition for a change of manager for Harmony Lodge, number 140 DBA Harmony Lodge, located at 73 Wolverham Road, from Priscilla White to Dorian K. Barrow, manager of record.
Yes.
And you are Dorian?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Dorian, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience as a manager of record?
Sure. I've been a member there for 47 years. I've done it all from the cleaning to ordering liquor, whatever it takes, I've done. I've been tip certified for the past 20 years. I do it all. Whatever needs to be done, I'm there. I'm there 40, 45 hours a week. That's what I'm here for, to make sure that we continue to do the right thing and continue on the same path.
Okay, and how many other people are serving?
There is 6 of us total. There will be 6.
Okay, is everyone tip certified?
Yes, we are.
Okay, and you make sure those certifications are not expired, and you do
that.
have them. You do have them readily available.
Yes, I do.
Okay, okay. So are there any questions from the commissioners?
No.
No.
I have one. Who said no? Oh, but anyway, I was just going to ask you, Keith.
Yes.
Are you the manager of the whole entire club, or
Yes,
just...
I am. I am the exalted ruler. I am the manager of everything.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
You have some sort of distinction with this lodge, don't you? Like the oldest in the country or state or something?
You're absolutely right. Personally, I'm the oldest living member there. And I do have high up in the state or this organization. So yes, I've been around for, like I said, 47 years.
Hmm.
And I pretty much know everything, all the ins and outs about it.
We have a very interesting police report tonight about an incident that took place there, and you stepped in and took very proactive action that evening and
Yes, I did.
sent all of the patrons home and decided to end things for the evening. That was commendable, I have to
Thank
say.
you.
Mm.
Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Well, since you brought that up, Peter, the person who was responsible for that incident, will she still be there? Because I understand there were some things going on
No,
there.
she will not. No, she will not.
Okay.
The problem
All right.
with that was she had access to the camera and she saw something that upset her. I won't go into details, but she can no longer see the camera. Right now, I'm the only one that can see the camera.
Okay.
So
All right.
we won't have any issues like that.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions?
No.
Okay, then I make a motion to approve the petition for a change of manager for Harmony Lodge number 140 DBA Harmony Lodge located at 73 Wilbraham Road from Priscilla White to Dorian Barrow.
Second.
Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, good luck.
Okay, thank you all.
Okay.
Good.
Next item on the agenda is a petition for a change of ownership interest for 896 Allen Street, Inc. DBA Eddie's Package Store located at 896 Allen Street. Daniel Smith, manager of record.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, Attorney Kate Garvey here for 896 Allen Street. I hope you guys are all doing well.
Doing well. You too?
I'm also here with Daniel Smith, who is the manager of record, and the current owners, Fran Rosso and James Garvey. Just in
And
case
that's changing to
that
something.
is changing. James Garvey is looking to retire. I don't know if that's really possible in his world, but he is looking to retire.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. So he is stepping down and Dan is kind of stepping up. So the structure of Eddie's is not really changing. Dan is still going to be the manager, but he's just stepping into a bigger role as part owner as well. And Fran Rosso is still remaining as owner. So the only real change is James Garvey is stepping down from that position. He's still involved. He still owns the property and is still around for questions and helping out, but he's moving on.
Okay. Any questions from
No.
the commission?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, so same manager of record, so
Correct.
we don't have to go through the whole, questions.
He's been the manager for the last 5 years, I believe.
Right, okay. Then, would
Who
that
are the
be,
Kelleher sisters? That's what I want to know.
They are actually James Garvey's mother and Fran Rosso's mother.
Oh, okay. They
And
own
they
the
were- you would have loved to have met them.
okay. They own the property. Recently, I saw, oh, this is an interesting owner's name. Okay.
okay, then I make a motion to approve the petition for a change of ownership interest for 896 Allen Street, Inc., DBA Eddie's Package Store located at 896 Allen Street. Daniel J. Smith, manager of record.
Second.
Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, good seeing you again, Kate.
You as well. I hope you have the happy holidays, everyone. Thank you very
Merry
much.
Christmas,
You
Kate.
as well.
Take care. Merry Christmas.
Okay, now we have a final hearing for Fuego Sports Bar LLC, DBA Fuego Sports Bar located at 885 Peru Street. Angie Guzman, Manager of Record, incident of September 16, 2023, allowing the use of smoking materials without required smoking bar permit.
Commissioner Espinosa, I've had a conversation with Attorney Allen. His client will be stipulating to the violation.
Okay. Okay, so, commissioners, I believe this is where we, have a conversation as to, what the penalty will be.
Actually, I don't see Ms. Guzman on. Attorney Allen, is Ms. Guzman here?
So I didn't see her on. She told me she was on, and that's what I was doing. I was texting her. I texted her during your other calls, and she told me she was on, but there were some phone numbers, and it looks like she was bounced off. But do you mind if I just call her to find out where she is?
I think she is here. iPhone, you muted yourself again.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. There
Here?
you go. Yes.
Okay. Yes, I've been here.
Attorney Poe?
So with regards to this is a stipulation that is going to be made to the allowing smoking materials, in violation of the liquor license. The licensee will be stipulating. Is that correct, Attorney Allen?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have a violation penalty history with this? I thought I saw one at some point, but
I made inquiry. They said there wasn't, but that doesn't mean that's not accurate.
Well, we did have one violation. We had a violation for 2022, an incident of June 4th, 2022, exceeding the posted occupancy limit of 40. An employee, Jose Ortiz, consuming alcohol on the licensed premises, and in violation of the noise ordinance, and then offering entertainment after 1 a.m. without a required late night entertainment permit. This was a decision from back in August 24th of 2022. It was a 5-day suspension, 1 day to be served, 4 to be held in abeyance for 1 year. And the licensee successfully completed that without incident.
Any questions?
so that has aged off.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we're starting fresh. And this was a violation of offering hookah, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, without the permit.
Yeah. Okay.
Ms. Guzman, have you applied for a hookah permit?
Yes, yes, there was an honest mistake. I applied for the smoking bar, the permit, and when I received the tobacco, nicotine, and cigarette permit, I thought I was all set to do the hookah. But after this incident that I was inquiring from the state, now I understand that I'm still in the process of the application process for those permits. I did have all the inspections. I'm just waiting on signatures. From the person that he came yesterday, the chief. No, I'm sorry, we have it. We're waiting on submit the paperwork, I think, with the paralegal, because we just got the form signed and everything.
Any other questions from the commissioners?
This is on the first violation, we have a 5-day, we play around with the days to serve and days to be held abeyance. Attorney Poe, what was the previous penalty?
The previous penalty was a 5-day suspension, 1 day served, 4 held in abeyance.
Okay.
For a year.
Okay. So
Do you have a suggestion, Peter?
I would say 1 or 2 days and then the rest held in abeyance for a year. Anybody else have any ideas?
My recommendation would be perhaps 2 to 3 days. since it was in violation of the hookah agreement. So
Okay,
two, I can go with two.
okay,
I'll
Okay.
concur with the same with two.
with the two? Okay, okay.
Have to be on a busy night, I would say Friday and Saturday.
Can we just make sure the report is attached to the record for review purposes? Yeah, she did stipulate based upon the report and the notice. I mean, it doesn't sound like you want to hear from her any further, so I just want to make sure the report that was led is, although she admitted to it, I want to make sure the report from other reasons I don't need to get into now is attached as part of the record. There was a report served with the notice. She's admitted to the violation, but I want to make sure the report is part of the record that will be reviewed if it has to be reviewed at some point. I don't think we covered that in the beginning, and it might automatically be. I just want to make sure it is.
I'll make sure the report is
Understood.
Okay, so
Actually, if I could just intervene, the report should be read into the record, so you guys know exactly what the facts of the case were.
okay,
So who's going to read it? It needs to be read into the record. There's like 4 pages. I don't know if that's necessary.
It can be summarized.
Well,
I mean, I think that
she stipulated to it, so that's why we didn't need witnesses here. I don't know why we need to spend 15 minutes reading a 5-page letter into the record. It could just,
Well,
we're agreeing it's part of the record. I don't know why it has to be read.
we can read it into the record. I would suggest that that's what you should do, and you can summarize it if you'd like, Attorney Poe, and then we could reduce it from 15 minutes to 5, Attorney Allen.
I hope so.
Even overthrow. Mayor Garcia and his team are focused on eliminating illegal dumping and litter.
I'm pulling it up. Just give me one moment.
Sure.
Half hour here.
Illegal dumping their waste and can be fined up to $15,000
Last check around 17 miles per hour at Barnes Airport. So if you're ready for a breeze, my man. So got a couple of snowflakes flying around. You can see here along
Attorney Poe, I have it before me if you'd like me to summarize.
If you can, I'm still looking for it on my, I closed it.
Okay. September 16th, 2023, about 12:18 a.m., police officers were dispatched to 85 Carew Street, Fuego Sports Bar for report of a gun call. It appeared that there was an individual or female that was in there that attacked people when she was removed from the sports bar. Officers went in, and ultimately it was revealed that there was paraphernalia or hookah. There was a hookah within the establishment. And on September 25th, 2023, Officer Delamarta checked with the Department of Revenue list of smoking bar permits. As of September 14th, when this occurred, that they did not have a smoking bar as required by Chapter 270, Section 22. And it was prohibited it would have been prohibited in public places, including but not limited to restaurants or bars. So in essence, that is the crux of the report.
Attorney Dave, is there, if I make a correction?
Yeah.
So the officers that responded did not note seeing any hookahs, and they didn't recall when I asked them about it later. It was when I spoke to a couple of the 911 callers. They informed me, two of them informed me. And then the manager of record, when I spoke to her, advised me that they had had the permit for a while and they were trying it out. So that's what it was based on. After speaking to her, I did check the list with the Department of Revenue, and at that point, they were not on it.
Okay, very good. Thank you for the clarification. That's what happens when you attempt to summarize very quickly. Thank you, Barry.
Could the last person identify themselves for the record when if it's reviewed at some point?
Officer Barry Delamarter, Attorney Allen.
Thank you. I know who you are, but it may not be clear if someone listens to it, knowing who you are.
Hampshire County Bureau in Northampton.
Okay, so getting back to so we did agree to the 2-day suspension with 3 days being held in abeyance, correct? Okay, and whatever, I'm sorry, Peter?
We're proposing 2 days to be served, 3 days to be held in abeyance. I would propose on December 22nd and 23rd.
Okay.
Your schedule and timeline for.
Do you want to make that motion, Peter?
I make a motion for a 5-day suspension with 2 days to be served December 22nd and 23rd, with 3 days to be held in abeyance for 1 year. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Kane,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So we will just for the record ask that it be stayed pending appeal, and I am just sending the appeal in right now, and I've copied attorney days. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Next item, the new business. It is a discussion regarding the request for seasonal license extension. Attorney Poe, where are we with this?
Chair Espinosa, we have had, I think, 2 meetings dedicated to this conversation, and we acted. I think at this point, the commission's position is rather clear with regards to this. The work that would be required, additional work to manage these seasonal licenses would be very difficult. So I believe we are seeking the position that we are not going to issue any seasonal licenses. Excuse me, the extension of the seasonal license.
Okay. Okay, any questions?
No.
No. Okay, is there a motion here? Attorney Poe?
Well, I can't make a motion. I mean,
I'm saying that we have to make a motion.
Yeah.
This particular. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, motion, we grant no additional seasonal licenses.
Is there a second?
Can I just be clear? Because the way, I mean, if we just say no seasonal licenses, that's one thing. We're
Seasonal
talking about
license extension. Is that right? Yeah,
that would
okay,
be
sorry.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, thank you. Next is the approval of liquor license for Plan B Springfield LLC, DBA Plan B Burger Bar located at 1000 West Columbus Avenue. Denise Wessing, Manager of Record. Actually, this was the they were not on our list, correct, Peter?
They were
I
on the
think-
wrong list. They were on the list that they didn't submit their renewal, and then Anna called me first thing the following morning and said, oh, we had them on the wrong list. They did actually submit a renewal package. We've already called the ABCC and asked them what to do, and they referred us to the local board. So I said, just put it, my recommendation would just be put it on our next agenda. It was just error, oversight on the in the process of preparing the list, and that we could accept the renewal since they did have it on time. And so here we are.
Okay,
So I would make a motion to accept the renewal for Plan B Burger for 2024. And they will go to the list of licensees still owing financial obligations, however, because they owe us personal property tax, and not issue the license until that's paid.
is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Thank you, Peter.
Sure.
Old business, Forest Park Liquor located at 594 Sumner Avenue, Jason Eisenbiser, manager of record. Eisenbiser, manager of record, request to be clear for 2024 liquor license due to pending appeal. Okay.
Jason has a very long story to tell us.
Good evening, Commissioners.
Good evening, Jason.
I'm requesting that my license be renewed pending judgment or decision made by the clerk magistrate, upon which time, if there's a judgment or decision made against me, I'll promptly pay any fines that are owed. And but there's a good chance that that may not in fact happen.
So you're appealing the tobacco fine from the health department, but they have not made a decision yet.
That's correct.
And the fines are substantial.
The fines are quite substantial, and it would be a lot to get into, but there's a good reason to believe that they will not hold up.
Do you know when your court date is?
Ma'am, the court date has actually already occurred, but the magistrate, due to all the facts that he heard, asked to reserve judgment until a later date.
Okay.
When did you appear before them, Mr. Eisenbiser? Do you remember?
I don't have the exact date in front of me, but I believe it was the last Wednesday in November.
Okay.
If you recall, we did this last year with Frank's Package Store.
Right.
I thought with Frank's though, I think they ended up paying, Peter, no?
They have two that are open now, I think, and I'm surprised we haven't heard from them, actually. So we may be seeing them on the 27th. But
yeah, but I thought they paid prior to renewal.
Oh, prior to renewal
Prior to December 31st, I think they went ahead and paid it.
Oh.
That's of no consequence. I mean, the board, with respect to Mr. Eisenbiser, can, do a motion.
So I make a motion to approve. So how would that motion read, Attorney Days?
Well, I think you should open it up to discussion. So you've heard what Mr.
Okay.
Eisenbiser has had to say. So is there any comment?
Any questions from the commissioners? Comments?
We have a history here with extremely slow decisions coming from the court on these tobacco violations. So I don't think it would be fair for us to hold up a liquor license issuance for something that is completely out of our hands and the licensee's hands. It's being held up by the court. So.
Okay. Anything else? Other board members? No? Then I make a motion to approve the, I don't know how to make this motion.
I make a motion to approve the renewal and issuance of the license for 2024 for Forest Park Liquors. Pending the decision of the court on and payment or abatement of the tobacco violation. How's that?
Is there a second?
Second,
Okay, Commissioner Kay,
yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio, Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Thank you, Peter.
Sure.
Okay, then you should be all set pending
Good luck.
news from the court.
Madam Chair, why don't we
Yes.
put it back on for February or March so Mr. Eisenbizer can update us on
Okay.
what the ruling was from the magistrate.
Hopefully it's done by then.
We hope so.
Thank you so much for your time, commissioners.
Thank you.
So you want to do you want to continue this? Is that what
Yes,
you're
I
recommending?
make a motion to continue.
Mhm.
March
The second, why don't we do the second meeting in
March-
February, or the
March
first of
27th.
March?
That would be March
Second.
27th.
You said March,
27th.
March or February?
I would say March 12th. At the rate these are going, I would say March 27th.
Okay.
March 27th?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you make that motion, Peter, or?
I'll make a motion to continue this hearing until March 27th.
Okay. Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. We'll see you back here March 27th.
Once again, thank you for your understanding.
Take
Sure.
care. Have a good night.
You too.
Next is the review of the administrative incident reports.
Madam Chair, if I could just intervene for a minute and just update the commission on a couple of things. So, and you know what, I almost don't want to say this because I don't want her to know, but I guess I have to since it's being recorded. So she'll see this tomorrow because it was going to be a surprise. So I guess we can't do that. But my Anna is leaving.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's leaving effective December 29th. So, you know, all good things come to an end. I've had Anna now, what, 14 years, 13 years?
Yeah.
13 years, maybe. So she is not going to be with us anymore. And I want to have, I don't know, a going away celebration, if you will, for lack of a, I guess, better term for her. And I'm going to plan to do that on the 29th, which is the Friday before, of course, New Year's. That is her last day. I'm looking to have it at Ciro's. So I've got to, you know, I'll finalize the plans for that and, you know, send out an email to all of you. So,
yes.
Yeah, she's going to be a huge loss to my office, as I know all of you know. But, you know, like I said, and as I've shared with her, you know, you have to do what's best for you, right? You have to move on if moving on is what is best. So there you have it. We're going to miss her. I will tell you that I am in the process of getting a job description out so they can post it, and hopefully it won't be long before we have someone else in her space. So, you know, just be advised and know that with her departure, it's just going to be Edna in my office primarily who is going to work on license commission stuff, and Nicole will be a backup. So a time of transition.
So Anna is leaving the city's employ or just the law?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
She's leaving the city.
Okay.
Yeah, she's leaving the city.
Well, should I say thank you for the sad news?
Oh, you're welcome. Not my pleasure, but my pleasure. But no, she's Anna's worked hard, and she's not only worked hard, but I mean, she's more than an administrative assistant, right? She has really taken the helm of licensing and really the day-to-day administrative stuff. She has done, you know, a really good job of it. So we're going to miss her.
Definitely.
But, you know, as a manager, though, what you always want is for your employees to move on, right? When the time is right and when conditions, you know, come.
They
So,
earned it. Right.
so we will miss her, but we'll be in reformation for next year in terms of getting someone up to speed with all that she has done. Okay.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean,
Right.
listen, big shoes to fill,
Big
really.
shoes to
I mean,
fill.
she's
That's
done an
right.
excellent job.
Right.
Okay, so that's all I wanted to do was just be the reaper of bad news. And Barry, thank you for the clarification. Glad we got that one done with Fuego.
Can I clarify thing or ask your clarification on something?
Sure.
He confused me at the end. I heard him say something about an appeal. Did he ask for a stay on the, are they serving that suspension or not?
Yes, they are. Yes,
Okay,
they are.
I just have to let the officers know. I didn't want to put it out there if that wasn't going to be served until after the appeal was heard.
Yeah, I didn't, you know, he said that he sent me something today. I didn't see it, or he just sent me something. But traditionally, what we have consistently done is that when there is a violation and, you know, if facts were admitted to, right? I guess there was dissension in terms of what should happen, in terms of a penalty, but you voted on a penalty and, that was approved. So I don't think we should deviate from our normal practices, and that is, you know, he can appeal to the ABCC, but that has never thwarted someone serving out what the commission has given them.
Correct.
So I say we stay consistent with that.
Agree.
Great. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, you guys have a good night. If I don't see you,
I got one question.
Merry
before we
Christmas.
leave.
I'm sorry, Andrew.
I just have one question before we leave. You know, moving in and around Springfield, there are a number of people who come up and ask about what licenses are available, beer and wine, all liquor. Do we have any kind of document that will give us that information?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we have a document, but I can get the information to you. So all licenses are open. The city of Springfield has all licenses. The only license that we don't have are all alcohol package stores.
Package stores.
That's the only thing we don't have, right? So and just for your information, Commissioner Cage, so you know, a lot of times in a lot of cities, you know, people when there are no licenses, right, there's a value to them, right? Because they have to basically be transferred to someone else. Springfield really isn't in that position, right? Because we have all alcohol restaurants, we have beer and wine restaurant licenses, all of those are available. And we don't have a shortage of those. And like I said, the only thing that there is a shortage of, and I guess possesses some value, of course, are all alcohol package store licenses.
Package stores, okay.
The city of Springfield only has beer and wine available at this time.
Okay.
I get that question frequently as well, and Anna, our departing Anna, does have a sheet count, and she updates it occasionally and sends it to me. So I'm sure if you ask her tomorrow, she'll send it to you.
Yeah, she's preparing that now for this year because it's a list that we send to the ABCC every year. Our number of how many licenses we have, and what their category is. All alcohol restaurant, all alcohol package store. So it gives you a summation of all the licenses that we have in the city. But I guess just as a general thought, the only thing that's not available.
That's great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You guys take care. And if I don't talk to you before the holidays, please have a wonderful holiday. And hopefully I'll see everyone on the 29th, and I'll send something out so you guys know.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. First administrative report is the Harmony Lodge for a disturbance on November 19th, 2023. Barry, do you
One
want
of
to
our
enlighten us?
one of our more entertaining reports we've received in quite a
Right.
while.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the manager of record that was there had a personal issue that kind of overtook her. And I think it's Dorian that was on tonight. He actually got a call. There were a couple of calls for service there. He showed up. He kind of took charge. He got the license back. The officers helped him get the license. She had taken the license and locked it in her car. She was locking bottles up in the safe. So he kind of took over and shut everything down, got the license back. He's very cooperative. When I talked to him, he told me, I'm not the manager yet, but she was having this issue, and he kind of stepped in and did what he had to do. At that point, they already had an application pending. I did try to contact her. She never called me back. I guess she didn't want to talk to me.
Oh.
I wonder why. Okay, any questions about this report? No, then I make a motion to take no action.
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, second report is Nathan Bill for an incident, assault and battery on a police officer, disorderly conduct and resisting arrest on November 23rd. Barry, what do you have to say?
So it's the night before Thanksgiving. Nathan Bill's the last couple of years, they've done it for a while. They hired 2 detail officers, I think due to the volume of college kids that are home and go out to drink that night. This girl towards the end of the night got a little obnoxious. She was picking up drinks and just throwing them at people for no reason. She was escorted out by the staff. Once the staff did that, her friends kind of turned on the staff. The 2 detail officers intervened. The female that was involved punched one of the officers, and she was arrested. That's really it.
Has she been trespassed
pretty
from
sure
Nathan Bills? Do we know?
I don't know if she's been trespassed. Typically, I know in the past, anytime they've had issues, they trespass people. That's kind of up to them. I did not speak to the manager there. I spoke to the officers that were there. And again, I mean, they kind of, I guess it was just one of those nights there, and they kind of, she was a young, 21, but she was on the younger end, and obviously just probably had a little too much to drink, and instead of just walking away, she decided to hit one of the officers.
It's always a good idea.
Right.
Young and dumb.
Right. I make a motion to take no action.
Second.
Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think that is it for tonight. Is there anything else going on? No?
No.
Then I'll make a motion to end at 6:33 p.m.
Second.
Commissioner Kane,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo Antonio,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Well, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Yep.
Happy holidays. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night all.